your friend Sports here, and in this video let's talk about another key defending technique, and that is defending as a unit. Now imagine having 10 or 9 players behind the ball. That's really a nightmare for your opponent. So this defending technique is all about moving your players together as a single cohesive block. So instead of individual defenders working alone, all your players work in sync to keep a tight defensive structure, and this is super good. This defending strategy, if done correctly, then it's gonna limit your opponent's space, cut off their passing lanes, and allow your teammates to cover for each other weaknesses. So it's super compact and key if you want to develop a solid defense. Let's get to it. Now, to effectively defend as a unit, there are some key things that you should do to make this defending strategy work well. And one is that you should learn to move your players together. So instead of controlling just one player, think of all the other players as a single unit and constantly switch between them using manual switching and drag them into positions that will help the team defensively. Now, take an example of Liverpool at the moment under Arne Slot. Almost everybody is involved in defending, including the attackers, because you can see likes of Mohamed Salah coming in to help in defense, and it's super compact.
Played into space out wide.
Now, another thing you should do is utilize teammate pressure. This is also very helpful, especially when you want to engage your forward players or attackers to help the team in defense. Now, assume you're controlling your midfielder at the moment, and your attacker is the one closest to the opponent's ball hold, and so activating teammate pressure will make your attacker to apply pressure on the opponent while you are controlling a midfielder to keep and maintain your defensive shape. So it's super good in engaging forward players to run back and help the team in defense. Another thing that is also super good, and this one is important, is the track runs to prevent breakaways. Now, when defending as a unit, your opponent might find it hard to go past your defensive wall and might opt for long balls in behind or lofted through passes, and so you have to watch for these long balls as well and track runs effectively. And the fourth thing you should include in your game is you have to press intelligently. I think most people do miss this, because when you are defending as a unit, the unit itself will press for you, because it's like you are almost everywhere with 10 or 9 players behind the wall. It's so difficult for the opponent to break down, and so the only thing you need to do to press is constant manual switching, because you are changing cursor relative to your opponent's movement or potential exit ways, and this is gonna put pressure on your opponent, limit space, and make it so difficult for your opponent to break out and build something out of a play.
And it's Neymar. McAllister.
Look at these clips against legendary AI, and they are usually calm, and so am I, and you can see how I'm constantly switching between my players and moving my whole team together, trying to cover every space and potential exit ways that my opponent might use. And so I make it super compact and very decisive. You can see I'm not in a hurry to put too much pressure on my opponent, but I'm actually covering every space that the opponent might break out with. Now, the good thing with this defending strategy is that you're always gonna win the ball back. Now the opponent can keep the ball as much as he wants, he can pass to his players as much as he wants, but immediately he gets into your territory, the ball is yours because you are there. And like with 10 or 9 players defending, it's of course impossible for your opponent to break down. And you can see I win the ball back with Lionel Messi, my striker in this case. And so defending as a unit, I think, is a must know if you want to become solid in defending.